4-way key. Find the right size. Crank it down. Close the shut off. Close them on both sides. Usually when I change one valve stem, I change them both. As long as I have the stems with me. Alright, if it goes back on, you have to replace it. We're gonna find out. Looks like it's starting to lift. Yeah. That'd be a better way to do that. And you just cut your Phillips head. Usually gotta smack these off. There's so much calcium on there. Take my screw. Putting a paper towel down the sink in case you drop a screw, it doesn't go down the drain. Yeah, now. Oh, got it without tapping it. Alright, next. Let's see if this is gonna turn. Answer. Looks like it's threaded on there. Ta-da. This tells. Oh man, that's not good. Tenacity, it looks like we got it. Now we'll see how easy or not it is to pull the valve stem up. Since everything's been fighting me, I assume this is gonna fight me too. What I like to do is good leverage. I like to put the handle back on, and then I got like a handle pull to pull out the valve stem. Yep, this job today, like some days, it's gonna fight you all the way. Can't get a big swing under here. All right, so it's a ceramic type stem, which I do have in the truck, and another love walking to the truck all the time. Yeah. Oh well, it's just. So let's go work. By the way, that's the old stem. Quarter turn type. Always good before you put your new valve stem in, cartridge stem. Purge this. There's solids and crap in here. I want to get that as clean as possible. So what I'm gonna do is just turn this on a little bit and let it flush out. This is very important part. Job, can't express it enough. Otherwise, you put your new Faucet's cartridge in there, and it's not gonna work properly. It's gonna leak or whatever. All right. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That'll just clog up your brand new part, and all the work you just did, you're just gonna be taking it back apart again. This is why I started a YouTube channel to help people with useful tips. I'm gonna get water on the floor, but it's okay. There we go. It's purged good enough for me. We got a floor drain here. And by golly, it's actually running to the floor drain. How about that? That usually doesn't happen all the time. So I'm gonna let that drain. I always have a towel with me when I'm doing plumbing, because you're working with water. It's gonna happen. All right, let's try some packing rope. I'm gonna see if we use some packing rope and stop that leak coming up. Sure how tight I got that, but it's really janky under there. Turn on cold water. Check for leaks. Well, before it leaked already by now. Just a little bit of water underneath. That's good leak. That's amazing. Got it here, might as well try it. Warm this stuff up in my hands, kind of twist it, make it a little bit thinner. again, of course. Really wet. Good old Zern faucet. Old Zern. Oh, I like the way that packing's coming up. Yes, look at that. All right. Turn the water around down there. Turning the water on up here. Check the leaks. No leaks. No leaks, yeah. We got it done old school. Sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Sometimes. Turn the hot water on. Make sure we didn't disturb it. Make sure everything works before we close it up. Hot water is on underneath. Hot and cold. No leak. Yes. Alright, let's get our handle back on. Kind of like where that handle is. Really position like that. So, these both look the same now. Yeah, so like $3 worth valve packing rope. That's what it needed. Or a whole new valve stem, which I don't have, and this turned out to be the best route. But I'm definitely gonna get a couple of these on my truck. I'm sure I will see them again. Take the handle down, put a little color-coded cap on here for hot. Call it a day on this one. I hope you learned something. I know I did. Every day's learning a day. If you would, it would help out a lot if you'd smash that like button.